happened. Ghost.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, look at them here.
Oh.
I feel like I just keep noticing a different detail of each one. I was like, oh, look at that. Ooh, look at this. Who's this with a book in their hand?
That's me. That's
No. The tall one?
Oh, tall one?
The one
that's
next to...
Westendorf.
Oh, it's Westendorf. Okay.
So it's, of course, the tiny little one.
Yeah,
Big fat head.
this one's here. Yeah, okay.
Big fat head. Little guy.
Shorty Squad. Shorty Squad.
Really?
You used to be part of Little League.
The Little League.
You used to be part of the Little League.
Yeah. Before Brad.
Brad.
Brad's book is, I think, in that cubby. If you want to take a look
If you
at
want
the
to see
nightmare
a
that I did build myself.
monstrosity.
It also has some really bad poetry in it, because he's a poet bard, not a musical bard. And an idiot.
Alex never intended to play this character long term.
I really didn't. Like.
And honestly, though, Brad never had too many occasions where he was super close to death.
There was the snail,
that.
the giant snail things.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was like the closest I can think of.
I think there was a couple of
We
other times
fought
he was
the,
doing death saves.
The Leviathan thing, right?
Oh, the Leviathan was pretty bad.
Well, that
the
was
Leviathan
everybody.
thing was not great. And that's when you took on some Warlock, right? Was after
Yep.
I think so,
the
yeah, after that.
Leviathan? Yeah.
Okay. We're all good. Posted up.
Yeah.
There's people here. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
The
that
Wolfman
nice?
is reminding me that I forgot to drink my witch's brew on stream today,
Oh.
which is mostly
shame?
mint and cheese chips.
What?
Yeah, no, this was past Alex was like, screw future Alex, she can handle it.
For comedic effects.
Uh-huh.
We have
So- Present Alex is now cursing past Alex.
Yes,
Got it.
as is the cycle.
If you're watching the stream and you hear voices or laughter from off to the side somewhere, we have an invisible observer. Unfortunately, Tucker's not here tonight.
He's
So
also
it would be
invisible.
No Bartholomew Jenkins at the moment.
Fun.
Blah, blah, blah. Pun.
Yeah, we have a potential. No, they haven't locked anything up. But we have a potential, maybe new player who might be joining. Maybe. We hope so. But we'll see. So everyone, be cool, okay?
Don't scare away the new player. They're on the
Yeah.
they're on the character select screen right now.
yeah.
Accurate.
Are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We have a bit of a recap for everybody.
Okay. Last time on Kingdom of Steam, you guys were dealing with the Lizardmen Sky Pirates. You got broken out of jail to go and
Lizardmen. They're kobolds.
You went after what am I trying to say?
Yeah, what are you trying? I can't even help you because I don't know where you're
We
going.
were broken out by Otto, who replaced us with body doubles.
Yes,
That's right.
So they've secretly been removed from prison and enlisted into a special
Group called
special task force.
GIAS.
Yeah.
Which stands for something.
GIAS stands for words
Stands
that
for
Grim
start with those.
Investigation.
Specialists.
Something.
Something.
Hold on, I got it right here.
Oh.
Action Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grim
Yeah.
Investigation.
Y'all were
Action
just
Squad.
doing some time in hell. No big deal, says Rolls. Who
was not
you were,
in jail.
You were in prison.
Yeah.
Rolls was in hell.
Then
That's fine, no. No big deal.
yeah, Otto brought you to a crash site. You checked out the crash. It doesn't look like the parts could fly.
You have since confirmed through many involvements with these devices that they make no sense.
And then you went to
And wasn't there one part that was connected to nothing?
yeah,
Yeah, that was.
The
Sky-
part that steers it.
Yeah.
Skyhaven to the gnome Sky City, and you met a agent up there who got you tickets aboard the Endeavor, a big fancy Zeppelin cruise ship, which regularly is attacked by the pirates.
Because it's fancy.
Because it's so fancy.
It's got the shiny things.
As we've discovered, because the Sky Pirates are kobolds, they're just attracted to shiny things.
That's right.
And the Endeavor is one of the shiniest things in the sky.
I have the names of the crew. Captain Lomluth Gemcart, his head of security, Dorf. Lever Browtumble, the engineer.
Yeah.
Dr. Stonecrusher, the doctor.
Yeah.
That's really
Dryer
not inspired by
Country.
Star Trek at all.
Yeah,
Definitely
Willard
not.
Tumblestriker.
Yeah.
But you got
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct, exactly.
The legally distinct crew.
The
There's the gnomish guard that's also aboard the Red Tabards.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Yes, they're the first to die.
But you got attacked by the kobolds on these giant bat-winged airplane things.
And
they
they surprised them by fighting back.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
new for them. They
Indeed.
weren't used to being beat up. You captured 4 of them, interrogated them how their machines worked, found that their air gun things they were shooting plug into the things. Accidentally, in inspecting one, you tore open one of the air guns and released a wind elemental.
Which was a surprise to pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
I tucked it into Lincoln.
Yeah, it did.
That's
It
right.
did choose to leave.
That is
That was
that's
pretty
true.
cool.
And then you found yourselves completing your original cruise line journey through into the Everbright Forest, which got its name because of the Everbright, the
Shiny
silver leaf
leaves.
silver vine, which sheds light and spreads it throughout the forest. It's so cool. It's a series of mirrors. No, and that's where the characters are now. They docked safely.
But yeah, you found out that the forest is fairly difficult to navigate. There's no signage. There's no words written on anything. It's very, hippie elves, right?
Elves have been around a long time,
Elves just don't believe in
and
signs.
Yeah. Well, then,
tourists are a bother, and so they don't really have any desire really to help. And
So it's Paris.
they've been using these little cute creatures called Chipadees
half chipmunk,
as-
half chickadee.
as messengers and guides throughout Everbright Forest for a very long time, and they found that they were great for guests of the Everbright Forest as well, because the Chipadees would guide them around, and the elves wouldn't have to even talk to those people.
So yeah, you're supposed to crack open the top of an acorn so that they can get into it, because they can't get into it on their own.
Those alchemists,
Previously.
whoever it was that whoever owlbeared them into a chipmunk / chickadee, was cruel enough to give them the beak of a bird so that it couldn't get very easily into the top of the acorn, instead of the chewy, naughty teeth and a little pecky thing, but also the taste buds of a chipmunk.
So it's still, they still want to eat the acorn.
Yeah.
Want the acorn. Can't get the acorn.
So, things that the players might not, whether the characters might not have known, with what happened last time, is that these are just treats for the Chipadees. They don't need these to survive.
Oh.
We might
They're
not, you
just
might have
their
not have
favorite
asked
food.
that, and we might not have told you.
I do recall
Some
saying that it was
decisions
their
might have been
favorite.
made.
They eat other things,
Uh,
but
That changes.
so,
Pillman chooses to never learn that fact.
As far as Yolman is concerned, the acorns are the only thing that they eat. It's their sole sustenance.
so
You owe me 3 gold.
She's the means of production.
oh my god.
Bartholomew and Yolman spent hours teaching Chipadees to break off the tops of the acorns on rocks.
Amazing.
Hours.
And watched as they taught each other how to do this at increasingly exponential rates.
Because Chipadees are incredibly intelligent.
Yeah.
They are smart little buggers. It's one of the reasons why they're used for sending messages and guiding people, because they're capable of it.
So
Some normal wild animals maybe wouldn't be.
Yolman and Bartholomew, they going back to the hotel where you're staying at. You walk back through to there. You manage to just barely, with Bartholomew's help, kind of find your way back to the hotel. You open the door. You turn around to let Bartholomew in. He's gone.
Oh, what? Oh, I've never been in the goal.
Easily distracted bard.
There's something shiny up there. Huh. Ooh. He's a big boy.
Yep. Are Drogon and Rills together? Is that what
we had been. We were investigating the library together.
Right.
Well,
and then
that was previously.
Right. And then what were you doing? Oh,
then
you
Drogon went off exploring
to
get lost
in the
purpose.
woods. To get lost in the
to
woods.
really take in the city because found the right course. I can find my way back eventually.
No big deal.
Rolls elected not to do that.
Yeah.
It
So
became a big deal.
Where is Rills?
That is a good question.
What would you do after the library?
What would Rolls do?
Yeah, while you think, I just want to remind people, because we didn't really gloss over this, the Elven city / province that is Everlight Forest, the houses are these massive redwood trees. This is a huge redwood style forest. It is huge. And every house is almost entirely indistinguishable from another. And good luck finding anything that
sometimes
helps you
it
figure
is
out where you are.
It looks like it's just a tree, but it is a house, and sometimes it looks like it might be a house, but it's just a tree.
Right, might also just be tree. There are cobblestone paths, but some of them are maybe forsaken and don't go anywhere anymore, or who knows?
Yeah.
So, just a reminder that that's where.
But everything here is like basically druid crafted into.
Beautiful space.
Yeah, so to make them look like they want to, and work in glass and stone and.
I think Rolls would have wanted to find a restaurant or a cafe that lets you bring pets in with you because she wants to treat Raven.
Oh.
Raven gets to eat and not be invisible?
Yes,
and eat off the
absolutely.
floor?
Yeah.
Wow.
100%.
Oh.
I think Rolls. Yeah. Raven is Rolls' imp familiar, who she was separated from for a good 6 years. So I feel like Rolls is feeling very generous towards Raven at present.
6 years?
6 months. 6 months.
Yes.
Well,
6 years.
6 months for you in hell time is a little.
Hell
different.
time is different. So
yeah.
Rolls experienced 6 years of hell.
I would have thought hell time was slower, make your time there worse.
That's what it is. It depends on your perspective on which way you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Time travel's pain in the ass.
Time travel is all kinds of problems.
So, I think we've never tried to do that in a campaign.
Yeah.
Right.
Never not one.
Time travel.
Definitely,
It's just a mess.
definitely didn't have weird tape decks.
Primer's
at
my
any point.
favorite sci-fi movie. Okay.
Anyhow, yeah. All right, so a restaurant.
Yes.
How do you try to get there?
I kindly ask a
This
Let's
should
Chipadee
work.
too.
This should
I think
work,
I think
right?
they can be at the restaurant already.
Okay.
You want to start out at the restaurant? Before the
you
revolution.
get there before the Chipadee crisis.
Yes.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
because I mean, Drogon went to go get lost, and then Rolls wanted to take Raven to treat her to.
It took the two special
right. It took you hours to teach
revolutionaries.
them
It took
how
the
to take the caps off of the.
So, Rills, you're in the restaurant
Seize
eating
the
with
acorns of production.
Yes.
you're
Sorry.
eating some fancy elven dish with Raven, and you're kind of like sat at a window seat, and you're kind of looking out into the forest.
Yeah.
And you see some a human visitor in the place. He comes outside and he pulls the cap off of one of his acorns, holds it up in the air, and a Chipadee comes by, grabs it out of his hand, and flies away. And he's just like. And you see him eventually try it a couple more times.
Okay.
And eventually
wander off into the forest.
Interesting. I feel like Rolls would probably not realize the import of that yet, and be like to Raven, like, "Hey, did you see that? That guy's having a rough day, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
That stinks for him. How's your food?
Oh, it's so good. Thank you, ma'am.
Does Raven look like an imp or a raven?
Imps can shapeshift.
Yeah, I can shapeshift. So what would you want Raven to be like right now? My little squirrel kind of dealio?
Take into account that there are a lot of cross between mammal bird. Like, all over the place.
So bat what, basically?
It's probably, well, on the mini, the thing I'd found on Hero Forged looked like a cross between a bat and
like a weasel or a...
Like a weasel or a ferret or something. Something that could stand up. Like
that's cute.
Like a bat-winged ferret.
I think people give it like little kind of like looks when they see Raven there at the thing. They're like, that's weird, but whatever.
If anybody stares too long, Rolls is just like, she's exotic. She's an exotic breed.
All right.
I paid a lot for her. More than you'll ever know.
Oh
God. Rolls says that more to herself. Or to Raven. It's like, more than they're ever going to know. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic.
Size and piece of soul missing.
Fantastic. So you're, maybe somewhere in the back of Rill's head, there's this idea that there might be something, but it doesn't come to the forefront.
Right.
Yet.
It's the sort of thing that, like, as the meal goes on, we're like, wait a second, it wasn't just one Chipadee. It was like multiple Chipadee who didn't want to. That is unusual. That's not how it's supposed to work. That's like, they got a whole thing here. Yeah.
Drogon, I believe at the end of the last session, you rolled a 5 for a survival check.
However,
Yes.
one of the purposes for him getting lost, he would kind of try looking at the architecture and see, particularly what they do with the stone and stuff.
His goal was partially to get
You
back
wanted to
without
see
the
if
help
you
of a
could
Chipadee.
navigate by yourself.
So he should
That
get
was part of
advantage
your
on his
experiment.
get back home roll.
Okay.
Could I also make some kind of roll to insight on how their architecture is and whatnot, especially when it comes to how they're working in stone and whatnot?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's a very good whatever it is. It's a 19 on the die plus whatever stat.
Okay.
I mean, what's Rock's ability?
You know, I think that you do find a section of the city that has imported some dwarven stone, because there's a lot of exchange between the two. It's a strained exchange in general, but
rock's been mixed in with wood.
that is like the biggest problem that you're seeing with it. But there are some that are cut proper instead of just straight up being just whatever random rock the elves found and put into the wood to make it, more structural. So you are finding some, let's say, I'm going to give you some advantage going forward on survival checks, because you're starting to see dwarven rocks in various places.
You can't read the trees, but you can read the rocks.
Right. And so you're seeing certain spots where dwarven rocks have been used, and you're using them as landmarks to kind of ground yourself.
Okay.
As you wander for like the whole day looking around. Yeah. Is that what you were looking for? Okay.
Yep. All that and just his character okay. Yep, I was right. Doors do it better.
Okay.
Would I realize what I've done at this point?
At this point, no, I don't think so, because you and Bartholomew spent a bunch of time with the Chipadees, and then you made it home. You made it back, and I think you deliberately chose to not use access to a Chipadee to get home. You tried to navigate without one.
Yeah.
So I don't think you would notice.
You might still be in the congratulating yourself,
Yeah,
thinking you've done a great thing with no unforeseen consequences.
The restaurant having a big greasy burger.
Today was a good day.
Actually, yeah, interesting. Yeah. I think we have a little more time to spend on this side of the table than on this side, but I am curious if you do think of bragging to anybody about what you've done or telling anybody. What do you think you'd have done? Would you have gone somewhere and shared the story with anyone, or talked about it with Mark Fallon?
This was more of an underhanded, like a behind the scenes good, right?
Yeah.
You didn't do this.
No, I didn't do it to take credit. That's not true. It's not a true good thing to do. Like, what do you call it? It's not true charity if you're known. Hell, I didn't even give myself credit in the fighting arena.
No, well, I don't know if that was charitable.
But if the hotel has like a bar, I'm just like hanging out there, and maybe I'm waiting for my friends to show up, and I'm hearing these stories of, hey, Bob hasn't come back yet.
Oh yeah, that would definitely be some barroom chatter.
Yeah, you are starting to hear that. And he's like, yeah, but so Bob hasn't come back yet, and then also like, yeah, that's weird. I was supposed to get a message from my mom today, and the Chipadee hasn't come through.
Yeah.
And these are elves.
Yeah. Oh, these are elves.
Well, they weren't talking about the guy.
Message.
The message wasn't an elf talking about it, but Bob is a human that was supposed to be at the
elves
hotel.
don't get lost.
Yeah.
Bob makes God.
Bad God.
Okay, well, you can deal with that. I think I have an idea of what I'd do next once I start a little bit more concerned, especially when my friends aren't showing up on time.
Okay.
Let's see how on time they show up.
So you're finished with the meal?
Is there anything you wanted to do with this meal in particular?
Oh, no. I was mostly just doing that for flavor. There was no real ulterior motive to it.
All right.
Just to do it. But then afterwards, pays the bill, whatever, goes outside and totally just cracks an acorn. Like, all right, let's head back to the hotel.
Chipadee steals it.
Huh.
Chipadee steals it.
Raven.
Actually.
Can give the help action.
And give me an animal handling check.
An animal handling check, yeah.
Animal handling, okay.
I think Raven can imps?
Yeah.
They can communicate with
big old +1.
No,
maybe they don't have.
I don't think so.
No, they can shapeshift, but they can't talk like the thing they're shapeshifted as.
Correct.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. The only languages that Raven should know is Common and Infernal.
Yeah.
All right. Big money, no whammies. Ooh, hell yeah. A homemade 20.
Hey, all right.
So you do manage to find
after the third acorn.
This hasn't spread as badly as
The third one, instead of holding it with one hand, rolls this, takes the cap on and is holding it like this.
A couple come by trying to grab it, but then you find one who's like ready to like help you out.
Yeah, they're like, okay, yeah, let's go.
You can kind of get an idea that that's working out.
It hops up on your shoulder.
Where do you want to go?
Back to the hotel.
Okay, great. And then the Chipadee starts leading you and snacking on it.
Yep. And when you get there, you'll 100% see Yolaman at the bar.
Hi, Rules.
Hey, Yolaman. Sorry I'm late. I had some trouble with the Chipadees. They couple of them just snatched my acorns and flew off. It took me a few tries before I could get one who was I don't know what's up with that.
Oh.
Pretty weird. I saw it happen to some other guy. I think he tried 5 times in a row, and then eventually he just gave up and walked away. He's probably still walking. Poor bastard.
Oh, that's wonder what happened.
Yeah. Maybe they're on strike.
Could be. They might have seen the unfair treatment they were being handled and finally took action to...
You want to do an insight check?
I kind of do want to do an insight check.
Oh my gosh.
13.
Do you want to be deceptive?
Yeah.
Though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, but I'm not. I mean, I got an 8.
Oh,
This is about how I was
you know
acting.
that gif of all the sweat?
So, Yolaman, what did you say you was doing today?
Nothing.
Nothing much.
Just went with Mark. Have you seen Mark? He's missing.
I have not, and don't change the subject.
He's our friend who's missing. He walked me right back to the inn, and we didn't have the Chipadees helping us either, and I thought it was just Mark. But
what are you talking about? He's great with animals.
Is he?
I don't know if that's true or not. I just wanted to say it.
Reels could believe that, though.
Yeah, Reels could believe that.
He's gone. I think we need to try to figure that out.
This is the best thing that's happened in the campaign.
I bet he just went back to that Mossburger place. You know how he feels about hamburgers?
I had one. Drogon's been a little late too.
Oh no, he told me he was going on a walkabout to try and like figure out his navigation and whatever, and see if he can navigate without a Chipadee, which is actually probably a good idea considering that half the Chipadees in this city have decided that they ain't being helpful no more.
Yeah, of course. I better go outside and get some air. I feel
No.
You're gonna go outside and look around for Chipadees.
Okay. You're trying to summon a Chipadee
Give me an animal handling
without
check.
an acorn?
Initially without an acorn. 19.
A 19?
Yeah, you managed to get one to come over towards you. They
They're
just
just flying
weirded
past.
out. You know, and maybe it's like one of the ones that
You
you
taught.
taught, like
Yeah.
one of the
It
originals.
recognizes
And
you.
it's like, what else does this guy have? It's
What
like,
else is he going to teach us? Yeah.
I don't know if you can understand me. I speak good English. But people are getting lost if you don't help them. Just get everyone back where they need to go tonight with your buddies. Go strike tomorrow. Okay?
What's strike tomorrow?
Something.
Can you roll charisma check of some sort?
yeah,
Performance? Maybe because I'm trying to...
Performance?
I-
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Or animal handling is fine.
Animal
too.
handling, yeah.
You got one to come to you now.
Persuasion or
Alright.
animal handling.
Oh, so with an animal handling check, that would be 21.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay. Dang
Um,
it. Why are you rolling so good?
It.
Interesting.
He,
Okay.
So here's the problem. Like, this works, but the extent to which this works is not maybe as much as you had hoped.
Word of, hey, here's this cool idea, but don't use it yet.
It's not
Doesn't
going over.
go
very well.
over with all of
This
them,
Chipadee's
you know?
gonna do what you've asked.
He's gonna try.
I'm imagining a bunch of like loudly chirped conversations. What do you mean don't do the thing?
Yeah.
We just learned how to do the thing.
There is
I want to do the thing all the time.
there's clearly an argument that breaks out in the trees.
There's a little bit of extra chittering for sure.
Uh,
Let's cut to our probably most lost friend at the moment.
Indeed.
Yeah. How
What
far?
actually you're doing?
Yeah. How far do you feel like you've gone?
Let's see. How long has it been since the library?
A few hours.
Couple, yeah, enough for to sit down and have a
hours.
nice meal.
Yeah.
Wait for a meal to arrive.
So good ways.
I'm gonna say because I'm pretty sure Rolls treated Raven to like a multi-course meal. Like they
I
were
don't
making...
think elves serve anything else.
Right.
Like maybe breakfast's a more simple affair, but dinner.
yeah, because you guys were in the library when Mark and I were at the dojo. You know?
Yeah.
And then we took apparently hours to teach the Chipadees how to do this.
You
thing.
rolled so badly so many times. You had so many failures.
I understand. But,
You were very
You
persistent
were very,
about it.
very, yeah, you were insistent on doing this.
It seemed like such a
alright,
good
so-
idea,
The
right?
best thing that's happened in the campaign so far.
It's definitely
Well,
as silly.
Very much.
Definitely as silly. So,
So, first, getting a bit late. Screw it. Got the acorn.
he's about an hour's walk meander away from somewhere close to the epicenter of the event.
Yeah, give me
What kind of?
an animal handling check.
Yep.
Let's just see how it goes.
And I'm just thinking for the DC of it, I just
Straight
wanted
roll.
to. It's a straight roll.
14.
Oh,
Yeah, a Chipadee steals your acorn.
Alright. Pull out another one.
it's gone.
Fool me once, shame on me. Twice, shame on me. Pull out a third.
Fool me thrice,
But I'm
that's
gonna
a
hold this
grudging.
one tight.
Really tight.
Give me
Okay.
another animal handling
Yeah,
check.
right? Again, it's that.
Yeah.
It's not the-
Nat 20.
Oh, hey.
Okay, you do find Chipadee.
Fool
And
me thrice, that'd have been a grudging.
yeah, this Chipadee seems to be like concerned because you seem a little upset.
You also notice it's also a bit of a pudgy one.
Yeah.
Like it likes its acorns, so and it's happy to have one handed to it and do very little for it. So, where do you want to go?
Well, considering two are wasted, does Drogon want to go back to that place and demand his 3 gold back?
Yeah, you can go. You can go to the tree port.
Oh.
Zeppelin dock.
One moment, let's see how
Oh, you Tucker decided.
Oh, you're gonna make a Tucker decision, eh?
skinflint is Drogon at this moment.
How much does a few gold mean to Drogon?
It's more than half. 14.
Ooh.
That's fairly skinflinty.
Well, it's gonna Karen it up. It sounds like.
I want you to take me to the little buggers. I hands these out.
Yeah, it gets real excited and starts
Do you think you've been sold defective acorns?
directing you back to the port tree.
Snake oil salesman.
Yeah, the tree port. The tree port is where you arrive next.
Yeah,
No
and
incident.
when you show up there and you kind of come around the corner to where this little stall is, it is in chaos. The twin brothers are screaming at each other. What do you mean they're not bringing them in anymore? We don't need any customers, and nobody's coming. They're gone, and there's no Chipadees. There were
There were
covered.
so many
There's
Chipadees there
none
before.
here.
None now. So we just going to skip this over, but after they exited their Zeppelin, they came across a person selling acorns because that was how you found your way around the town.
They paid a lot for this.
They definitely overpaid for a bag of nuts. It's like
whole gold.
three gold for a bag of nuts.
that is a lot.
It's
to
a
pay
lot.
These
for.
are either gnomes or halflings. I don't remember. I think they
Gnomes.
might be gnomes.
I
Yeah.
I think you said they were gnomes.
They're
These
gnomes.
are the Sky City
They
operators.
they saw an opportunity while they were working on one of the sky ships and
Yeah.
decided to do
So, upon seeing them, we're like,
They're just yelling back and forth at each other.
Mhm.
the Chippity that's leading me like, this one's for you. Here's one if you stick around.
Oh, interesting. He wants this
Okay.
Chippity to keep giving
and
us
keep
stuff.
the meter running.
Yeah, he's keeping the
Yeah.
meter running on the
You
taxi.
see, yeah, he just stuffs it up somewhere, like into like a feather fold, and then just keeps on
Chippity
going on
probably
the one that he's
feels
still
like
eating.
they've, landed the golden goose here. This guy's just handing acorns over.
Yeah.
It's still
Keep him
easier than
enticed.
opening it himself,
Yeah,
but
right.
maybe he hasn't heard about that yet. Who knows?
Easy food is
All right.
best.
So he's hanging out.
We're gonna march up to the stall. All right, you little buggers.
What?
Oh, I think you sold me some defective acorns.
Now something weird's happening, man.
You
I know
see
I
this? Look, they're
Oi!
gone.
Oi, I see it. And yeah, for 3 gold, you gave me a bag of these things that said that I just pull one of these out and I'm taking where I want to be.
You think you're the first bloke that came through here with asking for a refund on acorn? We're not getting any more in. There's nothing. It's over.
They're wild animals. We don't have control over them. It's like an act of God.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't have made an octagon part of your business plan.
Well, we don't make any guarantees. We just provide you with the thing. It's your
Yeah,
fault
yeah.
if you can't figure
Those are
out. how
perfectly
to...
good
Look,
acorns.
also, I just want to point out, you have a Chippity right there.
And he seems to be eating
And he got you here, we saw.
First of all, the first 2 didn't work at all. This one, I'm gonna keep feeding to keep the meter running.
Sounds like you
This is more than a 1 nut per movement transaction.
Sounds like you might need to buy some more acorns.
Yeah, we do have some left.
They're 6 gold a bag now.
No refunds.
No refunds.
No refund, you say. That's a grudging and a half right there.
Oh, I've heard
False
about grudges.
missiles.
not real.
Dwarves are it's just for show, you think?
I
They're
think
not
so.
real.
All you'll see when I send it to the holds. You'll never do business in Dwarven territory ever again.
Oh, I don't think there's Chickadees anywhere.
We're done. We're
Yeah,
just
we're
going
gonna have
home.
to just get on the next airship.
These guys
gonna
are
be so
hosed.
pissed.
Man, well, I mean, like we made some money.
Yeah, I guess.
This worked real good for a long time. I don't know what. I mean, you know what? Let's wait it out. Maybe this is just like a moon thing or
How
something.
long?
I don't know. Let's just wait. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe maybe, is it a full moon? Maybe the Chippities are just gonna feel weird. Yeah, I don't know. Let's sleep it. Let's open up shop tomorrow. Like nothing's changed. And we'll see what happens. We don't
You
know.
seem just like he's crying.
Stage 1, denial.
Don't make me cry.
Okay.
They both start weeping on each other's shoulders in front, like right by the kiosk.
Well, I see you're having a moment. So I'll tell you what. I'll give it till tomorrow. And if I don't see anything, I'm going to make sure the entire Dwarven business bureau know about you.
Okay. That deal, man. Deal.
As you turn to walk around, he's like, "We should get out of here before he comes back."
Maybe we shouldn't wait. Yeah, the guy's not. I don't know about grudgeons and all, but he's a big scary dude.
Yeah, you don't hear this. They're talking to each other.
Also, I hate how squeaky my voice is.
It's amazing.
I have no control over it.
Either that or you're getting into character.
Yes, I'm amazing, and it's definitely not the pneumonias.
Yes, it's totally that and nothing else.
It's not the slow recovery of my vocal cords. Anyhow, all right. So
you make it back to the
you
hotel,
got your
assuming.
meter running, Chipadee.
Show up. These two were
Chubbs the Chipadee.
The longer you guys kind of sit in like the lobby area waiting for your friends to come back, the more complaints you're hearing in the background about messages not being sent.
People who were waiting for their partner to come back to the hotel are coming down and being like, I haven't seen them. How do I, can I send a Chipadee out to find the person?
To the manager
how does that,
about it. Yeah, like
how
just
do we find a missing person? There's just the lobby area of this tree is slowly filling with confused people.
And Bartholomew hasn't returned, and Drogon shows up.
But Drogon does show up. That's right. Are you both still at the bar?
Yeah.
They're still at the bar.
Look, I didn't know they'd go on strike for this. I just wanted them to have a fair shake. I thought they needed them things to live.
Am I coming in on this?
Yes.
I mean, look, it was a good-hearted intention, but I'm gonna let you in on something. They say that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, so look out, buddy.
You would know.
Unfortunately.
There's Drogon right behind you.
So, you're the one behind all this, huh?
I feel a disturbance in the force.
As if a great grudgeon called out.
Drogon, you're back. Good to see you, lad.
Couldn't help but notice the acorns weren't working the way they should.
The more important thing to focus on is that Mark is missing. Not
Well,
on what I may or may not have done.
The more immediate problem. I went to get a refund and I didn't get one.
Oh my god, this episode is so
I'm so sorry. That is the heartbreaking effect. Oh.
I know, I thought these acorns were overpriced before.
I have an idea. You remember how we benefited back at the lighthouse from bringing stuff to the newspaper about the fishmen?
Aye.
What if we went back to the stand and offered to help them with their little problem if they hired us?
When I left, they were in a right mess. Crying.
The problem is getting back there and then finding our way anywhere else.
I've been trying to take a look around and make sure I could figure a way. You gotta watch the stones. Oh, they're not always.
Oh!
They're not always around where you need them. But it's the best shot we've got. Unless you want to keep shoving acorns down these little buggers' throats.
Is yours still there?
Not inside.
No, he's still
Yeah, I
gone.
imagine once he got there, it's like,
Yeah.
one more for the memory. Not using the damn things for anything else.
Oh my god.
I mean, plus that would give us a... find out where Mark is. I mean...
When's the last time you saw him?
He walked me right to the door, and I turned around to hold the door open for him, and...
Did you look for any shiny objects?
I did!
Oh my god.
I swear, if the next time we see him, he turns out to be some kind of mechanical contraption, I just don't even know.
What are the odds on that happening twice?
What are the odds on it happening once?
Fair.
Knowing his track record, he might be back in Hill. Or the soul place there.
The jazz club.
Jazz club. You mean purgatory?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
jazz club?
The jazz club, you know.
Is that Yoleman's idea of hell?
No,
The jazz club?
No, I figured they have soul there.
Not fair.
The DMV, the Department of Metaphysical Vessels, or whatever nonsense he came up with.
Is there anything else you want to do in this evening, or are you ready to go to bed?
Like, we can say you have
'Cause
more discussions.
You can discuss things, but
So that was the entrepreneurial side of me saying that. But the other side of me is like, well, but then again, if we're doing that, we're not doing the mission we're supposed to be doing.
Let's say, let's montage forward a little bit.
Oh,
You guys check out the place, the stall. The next day, it is gone. There's
like the stall is abandoned. The stall is still there, but it's just they've cleared out.
There's
completely
no
cleared out.
acorns,
There's
no
acorns. The acorns are gone. The Chipadees have taken off with them.
Yeah.
And as you kind of like are listening around the city and hearing what's going on, messages have slowed to a crawl. By the next day, there's no more communication systems inside of the entire city. It is just a full-on breakdown. People that are supposed to be working on the Endeavor are not doing repairs because they cannot find their way back there.
Because a lot of them are gnomes. So the ensuing chaos basically just really delays repairs of the Endeavor. If they had written away for any supplies, hopefully they did that first day.
What like on the first day when you come back, the little like fezzes that were on the Chipadee helpers inside of the hotel are just like piled on the floor somewhere.
They're just
They've
scattered.
taken off. It is, and messages that you were getting about updates on what was happening with the Endeavor start to slow down as well. Like you're not getting information about when they're going to be ready to leave or anything. You're temporarily stuck.
So a handful of days are going to pass.
Yeah,
like
and Bartholomew, nowhere to be found. I'm assuming the characters make some attempts to send people out.
Yeah.
You go and look for him.
Ask random people, have you seen a fellow with horns?
There are collective...
Just growing right out of his head.
There are search parties that people are putting together, and some kind-hearted elves are trying to help, but it is a massive undertaking, and many people are missing.
By like the third day, foreigners who are not on essential business are being asked to leave.
They're being
rallied up and getting kicked out of the
They
forest.
have to stay at the tree oh my god, not the tree station. They have to stay at the port, the tree port.
They're not new
and
people
wait
are not
for
coming
another
in.
boat.
They're not being allowed to enter into the city
come
proper.
into the city. Yes, and you they actually a lot of the inns, including the place where you're staying, they kind of enact a thing where it's like, unless you are in a group and you are with somebody who can actually guide you, you are not to leave. Kind of, it's not house arrest. It's just get lost.
You're hearing things like there's been a state of emergency declared.
Basically,
right? But this is rumor that gets passed across. This is not.
You don't really know what's going on.
There's no official news currently.
Yeah. You hear some whispers of terrorists and like plots of like crazy plots.
A lot of people are saying who would do this.
The king.
Who would do such a thing? What madman would unleash such chaos? What kind of monster?
Oh god.
As a thought to help us navigate just between the hotel and the port, I would like to try and get a hold of some chalk or something to make some marks on the
And you're probably not the only one that is doing this kind of thing, but if it rains, that's gone.
I mean,
so
yes.
But you can try
admittedly,
to find spots
it's not a
that'll be fairly
permanent
dry.
solution, but
okay, and that helps.
Yeah.
Right,
and
that'll
your
give
stone work
advantage between
checks
the two of
are
you.
helping.
That's advantage for sure.
So,
I don't think we need to worry about the navigation at the moment because
if you want to go out anywhere, let's say like everything's taking longer basically. So you go out to look for Bartholomew, and just getting home takes forever.
It's not an easy walk.
I think maybe we should be using our little pins.
Oh yeah, you are, because you have these.
But I was going to specifically say to demand to talk to some Elven leadership here and say, look, I know you guys think you don't need foreign visitors, but That's a lot of trade you're going to be missing out on if you don't.
Oh, they're really upset. So they don't have
it's
time
not that
for
they
you?
didn't want anybody around. They just didn't have to bother with showing people around. And
They
stuff.
can't. The infrastructure's not
that's-
set up for it, basically.
Yeah.
So when you go to like try and like get a hold of somebody, they're like, no, you're essential. It's okay. We already heard from the gnomes that you're on an important mission for the king. It's all taken care of. Don't worry about it. It checks out basically of who you are and what you're doing. They don't know the details of it.
But I was trying to say, like, tell them that, you know, maybe you get some elven guys to start helping out or start labeling city streets. Or
You do see...
Maybe you start putting up just like a couple of signs.
They are not
They're
budging
really
on
anti-
that.
No, that's
They're
not happening.
That isn't happening.
They hate
What
that.
they are doing, you are seeing elven guards coming from the castle.
And all around, yeah.
They're working to try and take care of this, but it is unfortunately a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
A couple days pass, let's say like 5 days, and you're hanging out at the hotel. Still no Bartholomew.
Having some breakfast.
And in through the door, ducking under, is Otto. Still in his cloak with the mask on. Oh, good. You're all here.
Good to see you.
Oh,
How did you get here?
No,
You're not
we ain't all
all
here.
here. Where is he?
Yeah, we don't know.
We've been looking for days.
Unfortunate.
Understatement.
This is an unfortunate situation already without him being missing.
Sorry, we're both doing
Yeah,
this.
but I'm sorry. Just sorry.
I'm sure you know about the state of emergency that's been declared.
oh, what happened? Find out the well-meaning fella who did this.
I don't know. I have some other news that might interest you personally. Rosin Stoneheart is in the capital. No, I think
hears
that's
that.
exactly what he goes.
He hears that.
He goes.
Who?
The current company owner of Nikron Corporation, the assistant to Professor Nikron, the one who accused you,
Oh, that bitch.
she is currently here in the capital. She is going to make a presentation to the king for a solution to this crisis.
You don't say. Any idea what kind of presentation?
I assume some sort of mechanical wonder.
Great, so she can profit off of everyone's suffering.
I think it might be prudent to start using your code names now that someone of import is here. Someone who thinks that you're still in a prison in Red Cove.
And could recognize him. All the lords represented.
Yeah.
You were Hammer and Anvil, right?
Who's who?
I do have that list. Hold on.
I think you're Hammer.
I think you're
We
Hammer.
have-
I think I was Anvil.
And
No,
Hammer
Smith.
and Smith. You're Smith.
Hammer,
Oh.
Smith, and
Smoke
Mirror.
and mirror.
Some smoke is Tucker.
Smoke is missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you guys decided on. I have a invitation to that presentation, seeing as I am Lord Quinn's right-hand man.
I don't suppose there's a guest welcome with that.
I could potentially bring some or all of you, but obviously not in your current
No,
appearance.
disguises would be necessary.
If you want to. That is a risky situation, but I understand your interest.
Oh, we could all put baskets on our heads.
Are you smoker?
Mirror.
Of course, talk would be smoke.
No, that was the joke. That was the joke.
That was the joke.
I think we might have actually come up with mirror first, and then the smoke and mirror thing sort of happened.
I don't remember how it went, but it was good.
We were tossing a lot of ideas around before we reached our code names.
The presentation is tomorrow. I can come and pick you up if you can be adequately disguised and discreet.
That's cool.
I hate to have to say this, but no unsanctioned assassinations, please.
You're just directly looking at Rose. Yeah.
Listen, I ain't got anything on the books right now.
I know that
I'm under new management.
Hold a grudge that she is likely the murderer of Mr. Rhyme.
It's in the book.
But the Nikron Corporation is also a great benefit to the king and his kingdom. Despite your misgivings about the hellish runes that we found in the machines.
Oh, if we all put on robes and masks, we could be his entourage.
Oh my gosh.
That might be appropriate. Although, I don't think anyone else has attire quite like this.
I mean, we'll do what we can.
Curtains.
Oh
my god.
Montage of us just sewing robes together, painting masks.
Yeah. So basically, you have an extended kind of an invitation of sorts to go to the king's castle and observe, potentially, on some way, the whatever this is that Resign is doing.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys would want to do before that occurs? If you are going to go. Also, we should probably do a parade.
Yeah, it's probably a good time.
Well, I mean, we've already spent days and days looking for Martholomew, so we're probably not going to find him. I mean, also, to be meta, he's not here.
Yeah, he's not here.
You're not going to find him, strangely enough.
So for some reason, no matter how hard we look.
It's just not here. Yep.
We'll have to fill him in.
Is there anything else I can get you before I depart? I do have many things to attend to.
Otto, do you have any idea how we could fix the Chipadee situation? Perhaps a counter offer to just, make Nikron's little assistant there a little, give her a little competition.
I'm sorry, I am not able to mass produce such works. Anything that I could create would be similar to what Drogon is able to do. And actually, currently, I am not allowed to use magic.
Was that so?
Oh.
Particular reason?
Quinn's request.
Huh.
We're good, right? I mean, I don't care, but he's...
Yes, of course.
Interesting. Must be a good reason for it.
Well, I think... Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, Otto.
All right. Good luck. Your disguises, I will see you tomorrow. And he kind of lankily makes his way. I think we probably all went up to your one of your rooms to have this conversation.
Yeah, that's a
I
private
imagine
conversation.
this is definitely a private conversation, not for like a public area.
Yeah, ducks out of the door and leaves.
You have a day to prepare. Is there anything you want to do? You don't have to. We can montage making some cloaks.
I have an idea.
And I could work with the mask idea, actually, because I have, like, every tool known to man. I have proficiency in leatherworking tool, mason tools, smith tools, thieves tools, tinker tools, woodcarver's tools.
I'll help find materials, I guess.
Yeah. You have an idea?
Oh.
Yeah, well,
So your friend there, the little fella,
Raven?
Raven.
Shana fella.
I didn't look.
She's usually invisible. So.
You know what? That's fair.
Would she have any friends that could benefit from being guides around town?
Infernal guides throughout.
I think Kilman quite gets that.
Yeah.
Demons just guiding people around the elvish city.
Yeah, go over here, kid.
The thing about her being summoned as my familiar is she doesn't really get home too often to speak to her friends and relatives, as it were. I can't even tell if she misses it.
Have you asked her?
I mean, it's hell, so I mean...
everyone gets 2 weeks. Now I'm turning my my fairness eye on you. Fairness.
Oh my god.
Are you asking whether or not I give my familiar vacation time?
Aye.
I do.
Yeoman's gonna restructure hell.
Yeah.
So also I want to be clear, what occurred is that you two were aware that Yeoman had something to do with the crisis.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Otto came in,
Yup.
and you've said nothing about that.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
We did not, in fact, blow up Yoleman's spot.
Yeah, okay. Just I just want
You're
to
welcome.
point that out.
Oh, I figured he'll say when he feels he must. If he must.
I think it was relevant to the mission.
I love that you just thought you were doing something nice.
Yeah.
You completely created a citywide crisis.
No
We-
deed.
That is definitely. I mean, we hinted at this as being an option,
Uh-huh.
knowing the consequences without telling it to you. Absolutely, it's on us.
I mean,
And
we never
on
suggest,
purpose.
we never suggested that you should teach the Chippadees anything.
Oh, no, I know.
Right?
No,
like,
no,
we
no,
didn't
no.
lead you to this.
But I didn't stop.
It wasn't
you.
exactly
didn't stop you.
entrapment.
Look, I thought the elves would finally cave and put up some signage. I thought we could work out better working conditions.
I know, they're stubborn bastards about those signs. I don't know what the deal is.
I think they call us
Ugly.
stubborn.
I think the signs
They do,
are ugly.
often.
I know.
But,
It's true.
Yar.
Oh my gosh. Just for fun, everybody roll some sort of creation roll, either with a sleight of hand or some sort of
Sure.
depending on what job you're trying to undertake. for
Sleight of
making it.
hand, I'm sure rolls is sewing up robes
And-
for everyone.
Yeah, like I feel like you have disguise kit stuff, right?
I do have disguise kits.
And you've
Okay.
got.
So many tools.
Yeah, you've got advantage. You guys have advantage.
Okay.
No problem. You're just helping.
I'm trying to find materials.
Yeah, great.
Okay, yeah.
Investigation would
Dun,
be good.
dun, 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 dun. Sewing check. Oh, wow. I rolled 2 different 7s.
18.
That
Fantastic.
is an 11.
You find some very convincing curtains and a couple
Same thing
tablecloths
on
and
2
things like
different
that.
dice.
7s?
7s.
Lucky
7s on the
Find the
die.
Holocaust ones.
No
It's so
bonus to
nice.
that, or what does it
It's
come
like
out
you
to?
keep-
No, it was 11 altogether.
Okay,
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
I just. No, it was 2 7s on the die. 11 altogether.
11
11
total
altogether.
for sewing.
For my sewing check.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn 4 gumption
Oh, he's going for gumption. Okay.
to make it an 18.
Fantastic.
Oh, those are some nice masks.
Okay.
Oh. I could use some gumption.
You can still.
It's okay.
Yeah, you know what? I wanna toss a couple gumptions
You want it
on
to be
this.
a 16, or how many are we doing? You said
Oh, no, it's what,
11.
it was an 11.
What? My brain said adding 2 would be 16. I can't math.
Let's
11
round
plus
that out
2.
to a 15. There's 4 of my gumptions. I want our
Alright.
disguises to be good.
Okay, and
It's-
with that, I think they are. They
Yeah.
look great.
Yep,
You've got
those
the
are
right
all-
materials. You've done the right work to them. the masks look very similar to Otto's. You're gonna look like short Otto's, running up because you're fairly short for a human too.
yeah.
right?
Rose is
Like-
only like 5.
Like
5
a mother
nothing.
goose in her cousin.
Imagine to hide the beards. It's like found some vinage and moss and stuff, and just kind of like made fake beards over beards.
Love that.
Oh my gosh.
Masks with fake beards on them disguise your actual.
It would be
beards.
funny if we made them exactly like Otto, so we'd have to sit on top of each other's shoulders.
Oh my god. Three short.
3 adventurers and an overcoat.
Let's
Oh no.
just for your
No.
own safety and benefit. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
You take a step balance check.
Yeah, right. Every step. Just
Yeah.
do this
Yikes.
25 times for this hallway.
But checking them out after you've kind of put them together and tried them on, it looks like you don't
You're
look like
confident.
you. I've got a feeling that nobody's going to be even inspecting it, which is great. Otto comes to pick you up in a Ravensteed carriage and take you to the.
To the tree port, to the
No,
to the private zeppelin, right?
no, they're going straight to the castle. They're going to the king.
I
Oh yeah,
assume
so the
that's
Ravensteed. Okay, yeah.
I assume we have an Elvish driver.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
There are only Elvish drivers at this point. Yeah, so you it kind of like Otto, kind of like trying to get into this carriage. He's kind of like he's bending
Knees
over.
are up like this.
Yeah, it is a little uncomfortable in here, and you guys have plenty of leg room. But he kind of admonishes you again, like, remember, like I said, just to keep quiet. We're not going to make, no matter what happens, unless the king's life is in danger, basically, do nothing. That's basically what he tells you.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
They're calling the leader of the elves a king.
The leader of the elves is also the king of the kingdom. He's the leader of everybody.
Leader.
Oh,
Secret
it's,
agent.
okay. I totally
Yeah.
missed that. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I also didn't realize
Okay.
that the king of everything was Elvish, so we're in the
That
Did not.
we did
not
mention
process
it
that.
sort of
At some point we had.
Okay.
early on in the campaign. I think it was brought up, but I don't
Okay,
think
I
you're
don't
right.
think I'd
I think
internalized
that is
very
complete. Like I'm saying, that was a while ago. That's
Well. Okay,
fine.
so we are in fact going to see the king.
Yes. And when you came in on the Zeppelin, you saw the castle off
Right.
in the distance. That was the king's castle.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
God.
This
There's
isn't a
only-
lord. This is the king.
Yeah. There's in this kingdom. There's only one.
I have his
So
name.
it's not
somewhere.
confusing.
I think the fact that this crisis has been brought about in the main city is actually funnier now.
Yeah. This is. Yeah.
I
wrote
love
those
how
down,
you
but I
have names
King
that you don't know
Elvish
how to
name?
pronounce. That is
Haglun, Wistania the fifth.
Hagluin,
Hagluin, Wistania the fifth.
Wysastin.
The elven queen is Bonalun.
Wait, no. Stop.
He's-
You can't just throw these names at us like
I know. Hagluin, Hagluin.
I'm just gonna post it into the Discord.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, the person we have who likes to take notes is like,
On
no,
Discord.
please stop.
Discord up.
Just
That's fine. That's fine.
take your hand and smash it on the keyboard a few times.
It won't come up.
There's a
yeah.
fantasy.
Audience.
Haglin and Bonaluria. Wysastina. Yeah, it's the king and the queen. That's pretty much how you'll refer to them and how they will be referred to, unless they're like talking to their children or something, like, you know.
King and the Queen, Your Majesty, etc.
Is
Exactly.
Lord
Yeah.
Quinn gonna be there?
No,
No, he's not. He's not in.
Okay,
that's
sorry,
one
I
of the
got it.
reasons
Thank you,
Otto
though.
is
Yeah.
is being his representative.
You haven't asked about where he is, but if you ask Otto, he'll let you know that he's at the Roundhouse Castle.
He's back at his place. His business in the Everbright Forest has concluded.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
right.
He's never been in the.
Oh,
he's
right.
Not, he's not in the Everett.
His his business doesn't take him to the Everbright Castle
Not very often.
because that's what Otto's for. This is tech stuff, so he's sending Otto, basically.
No, I mean, Otto's here just for you guys. He's not. This was a happenstance.
Otto's here as our handler.
Correct. Okay. So yeah, you're in the carriage. You're
Mhm.
taken to the castle.
Yep.
There's a kind of like the forest kind of clears up for a second to go over some streams and through like less redwoody areas towards the main little like rock crevice that the big redwood castle is on. And these giant, again, redwood trees embedded with stone all around, vines growing up over the top of that, shimmering with light bouncing off everywhere. Yeah, I mean it's pretty bright just even looking at that. And yeah, not a the shape of the thing is nothing like anything else. It's not like human construction. It's certainly not like dwarven stonework. It is a weird bio tech kind of feel to it. There's like embedded windows and stained glass. Yeah, really pretty. Very, very otherworldly. You are brought in through the main gate. Get out of the carriage and kind of like there's like a process, and they're waiting. Otto's talking to people, and you're just kind of following along. Eventually, you get brought around, set to wait in a room, come out of the room, go, and then you're brought into the main hall where it looks like a lot of people are waiting, talking together, and things like that. You see, like, basically nobody comes up and talks to Otto. He's just kind of standing around. And after a little bit, you do see the entourage from the Nikron Corporation enter in, and you do see Rosin. You recognize her. She is looking a little bit different.
She's dressed differently. It looks like she's taking a little more care of her appearance.
Yeah, because the last time you saw her, she was just kind of like weeping, putting on a show, and accusing you of murder.
Prior to that, fighting you and stuff. You've never really seen her in
I assume the arm's
going
no
to see
longer
the
broken?
king.
The arm is no longer broken. She seems to be fully healed up. Because Yolman threw her off the train.
A long time ago.
I think that was what happened.
Yeah.
I believe that is how
I have a tendency to throw people off of vehicles, don't I?
You have thrown multiple people off of vehicles.
Yeah.
That has occurred.
Yeah.
This is true. It's kind of your thing, I guess. Each campaign's got to have a thing.
Yeah, but she is dressed in a fancy gnome outfit. She is looking like very wealthy in appearance.
Very well to do.
Yep.
Can I do a check to maybe see if I notice anything particularly different, like out there, robot leg, arm?
Oh,
Sure. Yeah.
Things like
Yeah.
that.
Perception check. Sure.
Not likely. 9.
Yeah. She looks fully normal gnomish.
I would just like to seethe quietly behind my mask. I hate that bitch so much. Oh, I hate her. I hate her.
You do recognize also two of the kind of thuggish looking humans that were helpers at the
presentation.
In Red Cove.
Yeah.
And one of them has a large case that looks like it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like with like a big leather shoulder strap? And he's like carrying one person carrying.
Yeah.
And she's leading them into. She doesn't really linger in this space. She goes kind of right into where the meeting is going to happen.
Yeah.
She goes in there.
So there's certain groups of people that have been gathered here that are in this main hall where the meeting is going to take place, and the guards are kind of like letting people through to certain spots where they need to be. And after a short period of talking, everybody kind of the guards kind of like stand at attention. There are elven horns that blow, and everybody completely silence. It becomes completely silent, and the king and the queen enter in and sit at the thrones that are at the end of the room. Standard, fantasy throne room kind of stuff, right?
Is there a little podium or something like that for the president?
Sure.
For the
Yes,
for her stand?
absolutely. There is. The king is fairly. Oh, whoa! Twitch just disappeared.
Uh-oh. Did we lose
Storm.
our stream? Or
Just
did
checking.
the
Nope,
web
we're
page...
still good. We're good.
Web page just decided to go wonky.
The king is old for an elf, but not like there's still not white hair. He's still just like cleanly shaven.
Regal.
Yeah.
Serious.
And at no point does either the king or the queen say a word.
They just
They come in and they sit down.
Rosin stands up on the podium when it's time, like some sort of like little chime rings when it's beginning. She stands up and says, "Your Majesties, this strange happening that has happened across your entire province, shutting down messages and causing Chipadees to no longer guide your visitors. I believe we at the Nikron Corporation have a solution." And with that, let's take a break.
Good. We'll
So
pause.
just good
Dramatic
breaking time.
pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a solution. And let's grab, because it is.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
8:30, and we're gonna be getting into it a little bit, and just this seems like a good time. And that way you can also remember what I'm supposed to say.
All right. We'll be back soon.
It's interesting.
Hello.
Meow.
We have returned. Thank you for staying around, Internet. We have snacks and fresh beverages and stuff.
Still forgot my glasses upstairs. So I'm
Oh.
using these.
Oh, well, you have multiple sets of vaguely useful glasses. Fine.
So it's like my glasses, my prescription's so old. My prescription's so older than my daughter.
Wow.
All right, so
You can almost try it.
Yeah.
Rosin,
Rosin.
I can read.
You
Rosin.
kept correcting me on it earlier.
It's
today.
spelled weird because it's no name or whatever. What is she?
Rosencrantz and
No.
Guildenstern?
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, we got this.
We got this. I'm a professional.
Well,
She's a gnome, allegedly.
That's true. She's had many different guises,
she-
including
Personally,
Mr.
I don't buy
Ryan.
it.
She
After
steps
she-
up before the king on this little podium. There's like spaces set aside on either side where you're standing, and all the other people who are the Lord's representatives are all there observing. She stands up, kind of facing you all, says, I believe that Nikron corporation has the solution to this problem.
And one of the guys, the guy with the case, comes up,
Sets it down in
sets
front
it
of
down, opens the.
She bends down and it's heavy a little bit for
No,
her,
it's
is it?
absolutely light.
The case is heavy.
The case is heavy.
The case is heavy, sure.
This thing's very light.
Why would you have a heavy case?
I thought it's
Hmm.
No, I'm just teasing.
It makes it more
Yeah.
secure.
it's
It's
a very secure case.
It's harder
Yeah.
to run away with it.
Yeah.
It's
That's it.
It's a theft deterrent.
a it's a really heavy box. And she lifts up this kind of football shaped device about the size of a football, American football, just to clarify. And so it's kind of conical at the ends a little bit, fairly large. And she says, "This is the Gollum positioning system."
GPS.
It is still currently in a prototype phase. This is not something we were planning to reveal for a while, but I felt like this Chipadee crisis warranted us bringing this to you because if you are in need, all we would need is some funding and materials for the production, and we could solve the problem with these. And she presses a little button on it, and it does a cute little mechanical kind of
The
shifting.
out of the top, these
gyrocopter kind of
copter blades that are going in the opposite direction start spinning up. The thing lifts up off of her hands. Little legs pop out of the bottom of it. There's 6 little legs, and it kind of like elongates and kind of opens up to kind of almost a bee insect-y kind of shape.
The bee, except instead of wings, it's got a helicopter on the top of it. And she says, a small diaphragm acts as something like a mechanical ear that hears your request of where you want to go. And we have this micro cogwork inside that generates microprocessing. Yes, micro cogwork inside that processes and generates movements requested to take you to your destination. And the little, she like kind of whispers something in the ear of the device, and it kind of just makes a little circle, staying very clear of the king, like respecting their airspace, so to speak. The king and the queen. And then she takes it out of the air.
Yeah, it lands on her hands.
She presses a little button again. It compacts, and she puts it down.
She's like is powered by a micro Nicron engine, and will can run non-stop for 12 hours. We have facilities here already set up in the forest to be able to recharge and redistribute these. All we again need is the king's okay, and we will begin production. And it's kind of like this long little thing. There's little people talking and stuff like that.
There's a little back and forth question and answer kind of spots.
Yeah.
She talks about like the main resources that they're gonna need. She talks about like copper for the engines and
how much it will cost.
How much it would cost.
Boring details go back and forth.
That kind of stuff. And while it doesn't necessarily solve every single person's problem, it is hopefully with the king's backing, it could be affordable enough. If they subsidized basically the cost of these to some extent, they could.
Yeah, but it's fully capable of doing the messaging and
you could take over
transport that
as major.
Hillman behind his mask is just boiling now because.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
He did this thing, and now Nitron Corporation is going to benefit financially from it.
Yeah.
Would it be Gauche to whisper to Otto something or?
Oh, absolutely, you could.
You can, yeah. It's not. Oh, absolutely, Gauche or.
Oh no, it'd be fine if you
wanted
to talk to him.
Otto. Somebody should point out that the king just paid his people here in the city. We could avoid all this expense and solve the problem.
Unfortunately, the elves are unlikely to do this work themselves.
Well, then hire and train some folk. You'd be employing people over machines.
I will bring it up to His Majesty.
No offense with the machines.
So yeah, Otto actually does bring that up. Like he comes before the king's. Everybody kind of gets their turn to kind of talk about this in response, and when he has a moment, he's like, I am, and this is weird coming from Quinn. Yeah, Lord Quinn's group at all, because they are all technology is the answer, progress, all that kind of stuff. He's just like, I don't see why we couldn't use machines, and unfortunately it comes across as last year's tech trying to say this year's tech isn't necessary.
While they're going over the specs on this thing, I'd like to make maybe some kind of check to see if these materials sort of align with what they're trying to do, or if there's anything that's like, they wouldn't need that.
Like if there's some... Okay.
Or that's way too much for that.
Yeah, give me Arcana or Investigation.
Arcana. No, 10.
Yep. It's just not clear from the way this thing is. It's definitely... I think with a 10, you would realize that the amount of time needed to create something like this has definitely been a lot of energy has been put into this, and the idea that it was made for this purpose is ridiculous.
Especially in kind of extremely short notice.
Yeah.
Considering.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
A week.
less than a week has
Less than a
passed.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do these things usually work? Because here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We know Nightcrown Corporation is connected to the Red Cove's Lord, right?
Yes.
It was being funded
Was.
by
Storm-
them.
Stormwinds.
for the large
Let's say
engines.
you've also
yes.
been listening to like rumors and things going on around about Nikon Corp, and you know that there's been rumors that they're on the up and up, that their engines are being used everywhere, that this is very similar to the kind of advancements that both Lord Quinn and the gnomes made before they were declared full lords over a province. Even though that wasn't a normal natural land province.
So you're still going to Nikon Corp is going to become a province?
Lord of
There's
Road.
rumors. There are rumors of it.
It could. Nobody's saying the Lord of Engines or things like that. Look, which is very anti-Quinn too. This is like, this is it's
Kind
sounding
of a snub almost.
It's
yeah.
sounding.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the
right?
rumors you're hearing, kind of.
Because if, presumably, you guys may not have thought about this, so feel free to do whatever. If you favored one lord's device, like there would have to be a bidding, right? Everyone would have to have a chance to bring something to market. Otherwise, you could have this huge imbalance, right? Like you could have, like, then suddenly Stormwinds and the Nikrons are like they have this huge advantage where nobody else had a chance to do something. And I get, okay, there's an emergency going on, blah blah blah, but
yeah, they're using this emergency to kind of get their foot in the door over here as well. And this was the kind of move that a potential up and coming lord might try to do.
maybe maybe Rills. You could start like whispering to any of the other entourages from other lords who are here that this isn't right, that they're taking advantage. Other provinces should have a chance to.
Rills would be delighted to start a whisper campaign.
Give me a deception check or a persuasion
I
check.
think that's more like a persuasion.
Yeah.
All right.
Gossip check is what we really need.
Gossip.
I'd assume some of the entourages that are attached to lords would kind of be put out on some of this too.
Persuasion. Come on, Rills, baby. Let's go. It's an 18.
Okay. Yeah, that
Nice.
starts. You start pushing that through here, and actually, the responses that you're getting are like very accepting to this. And in fact, they're like, yeah, I've heard like to your rumors to like that this is a bad idea and that basically negative stuff around Nikron.
Good. Yeah.
And
I'm
they-
trying to play into what people already might think about
And
the
they
Nikron Corporation.
absolutely do. That's what you're getting back. Is they're like these people who are lords of various or working for various lords
Yeah.
are not fond of all of the progress that they've been making, at least in private. Yeah. They're anti this happening, and you're also getting undercurrents that they would like Nikron to be working in their
They would
province.
like the Nikron Corporation to be.
Mhm.
And there's some jealousy about
Okay.
The idea of it being set up in the King's area.
about Red Cove and things like that, and then
Sure. All right.
um,
Which would make sense. I mean, that was significant technological advancements that the Nikron Corporation had.
yeah. So this is post the presentation. Everybody's kind of mingling for a moment. Yeah, Otto is like, "Are you good to go?"
One minute. Let Rills do her work. So is anybody willing to bring this up to the king and queen? Like the other provinces should have a chance to make a bid.
There's nobody else has a solution
Nobody else has any.
that is going to be
Other-
equal to this kind of thing. That's why she got this special.
What? So
The amount of Chipadees that were doing the messaging and work was just ridiculous. There was a lot of stuff going on. So it's like you can't have just like humans who need a significant amount more food and resources and stuff doing the work that they were doing. They can't just replace them.
There's
That's the
also
idea, at least.
a level of impact that maybe is just starting to dawn on you as you enter into the King's Castle here, which is that it is not just one small little city that is getting affected by this. It is the entirety of the province of Everbright, the entire forest, anywhere where there's any elven civilization happening. Chipadees have been the way of communication between them for a very long time.
And it's just been slowly spreading out from the city. Amazing.
Yeah, and it is slowly, and so...
Because they're smart, because they remember all this information. They know how to speak. They
understand common.
They're not dum-dums. They're
And druids aren't common enough to make this go away.
That's right. They're the kind of druids that are here in the forest are ones that can do like a single cantrip of like druid craft, and that's it. Those are the powerful druids, like that are here in the forest.
Behold, a flower bloom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I will bloom.
And everybody's
the
like,
seed.
"Oh my gosh, you can!"
Yeah.
That's
That's mainly what you come across. There's a few more powerful druids, of course, but they're more working for the king, etc.
and not able to do mass stuff. Certainly not be able to make. Nobody can do like hybrid animal or anything like that. Nobody.
That is a magic that has definitely been lost.
Can fix this problem. Yeah.
Yeah, that's lost to the ages kind of thing, right? Yeah.
Definitely.
Could we work on maybe pointing out this might be a security risk, having one kind of machine carrying all of this?
I think if you mention that to Otto, he's like, absolutely it is, but we're going to need evidence. Let's talk.
We can't just
After.
reason it out? I mean, who's a Chipadee going to tell compared to whatever this thing might be able to?
He's like, let's not bring that up right now.
In public.
Like showing their hand too early.
Your word on what is actually happening. I kind of maybe this is kind of like in the carriage ride back. Like everything's kind of proceeded and ended. And on the carriage ride back, he's like, yeah. He's like,
I can't breathe in this thing.
your word as Gaius would mean a lot to the king. If you find something out about what they're doing here, which, I mean, is clear to all of us that is highly suspect. If we can find evidence, then we can bring it to the king.
Can you request to look at one as a high machine-like guy?
I might be able to acquire a prototype.
That might be a way to figure it out. If there's something wrong with it.
We could also.
I mean, you could do it too, perhaps.
She had mentioned that they already had facilities set up.
They do.
God, Rick, your memory is just fucking crazy.
We could take a peek at some of them and see maybe if everything's on the open up there.
I just see that ending in a burning building and someone dead that's not supposed to be. That's in jail again.
Listen, you assassinate one dude.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it.
Yes, I believe our no assassination policy is still in play.
Damn it.
I heard you. I ain't even the one who suggested it.
The thing is that as I stated before, the Nikron Corporation is of great value to the king and his kingdom. So while they might have nefarious plans, they are still of use to us.
What kind of precautions the king should take?
It should be nationalized. I didn't know I was going to play as a socialist in this campaign.
Oh my god.
Sometimes you discover things about your character as you're playing them.
Drogon increasingly. What's
that? What's wrong?
The hell's wrong with this dwarf?
I start writing my own things down in a little red book.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
You know,
There may be fantasy politics in this, but we are not. We are not going to go anywhere near any real stuff. I demand it.
Oh God.
I just refuse.
So they do have, they mentioned a local office and factory for the production. A little factory.
So, Otto can get you the location and can take you there covertly if you need to.
If that's what you want to do.
I think that'd be a good call, just to check things out.
Would you be going there stealthily or trying to attain some sort of legal sort of guise?
Kind of like the equivalent of like an OSHA inspection kind of deal.
So, the biggest problem is
we're associated with somebody that isn't them.
Yeah, and Roseanne is going to recognize your faces.
I was gonna say it would be easier to just spy, to just be full stealth mode, wouldn't it? Given the fact that we are all known to.
Plus, we're the secret group. We gotta be secret.
Yeah, I mean, we're the secret knights. Come on now.
What are the knights to say?
Should
Good one.
Yeah, what's up?
should we reroute the carriage now, or how much time are we having to pass?
Anytime you want.
Do you guys need time to prep? Do you want to reroute the carriage directly to somewhere in that same area as the? Would you be wanting to go to the office or the factory?
Office would have probably plans, but the factory would actually have hard evidence.
Plus, any weird thing that they're working on, if there's something else.
I feel like it's going to be a combo office factory.
Oh, you want it to be the same place?
I think it's the same place. They don't have a lot of real estate here.
One tree.
One big tree. And it's not like there is this isn't like the manufacturing of those massive engines. This is so you know that Roseanne is an artificer who has abilities and skills that are at Drogon's level or greater, and that she has a lot of her work was at the actual factory for the Micron engines, and that you can't mass manufacture the artificy work because of the way that magic works, but what you can do is you can make the things that make the stuff.
So the mass manufacturing is mostly her creation. She's very
She builds
good
and
at
maintains the factories.
Plus, the idea of separating design house from factory is a relatively recent modern invention.
Yeah. So there's a office workshop factory kind of thing going on that is not fully set up, according to her presentation. Not currently set up to turn these out, but could be turned into that.
with a sizable investment in
That's
supplies.
curious in and of itself, right? Because if they're mostly known for making big engines, the Micron engines, what is this small facility that they had if a small facility can't make Micron engines? So what's going on there?
How long has it been here?
Yeah. Where were they making with it before they were making the footballs?
Do you want to do anything to prepare for going there? Should we go to the hotel and try to find your way to this area?
No.
Or... No. Darn.
Good try. But no.
You get lost in the woods for 6 months. No.
One day you wake up and there's little footballs flying everywhere. Horses. Foil again.
You want to kind of like Otto is at your disposal so far as you want to.
He can help guide you. That's true. He knows how to read the trees.
You're also currently in like disguises.
Yeah. Could we alter the disguises to keep? Like, let's see. What are we wearing? Like long clothes with hoods and the mask, right?
Dark colored cloaks.
Yeah.
Deep red kind of color, maybe.
Yeah.
That probably goes good with natural wood.
Maybe Well, if we get caught like this, they're going to connect us to Otto, and that's not good. If we lose the masks and maybe just sort of
Change our faces.
a little bit somehow.
Disguise kit.
Yeah.
All right.
There's only the three of us right now, so.
Okay. Disguise kit.
Disguise kit.
All right. And just using the hooded cloak kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to
apply some kind of makeup fake? You know, give you an extra large nose or something. Right? I figure there's got to be that type of stuff, and I mean that's how I picture a disguise kit.
Do some weird thing with the beard, like
walk around until night?
Yeah, super something you wouldn't do.
Do you want to go at night, or do you want to go during the day?
Well, this was a fairly long process. It's probably closer to dusk now. I would
Sure,
say
but
not necessarily
you
dark
can
yet.
Dark is again all the mirrored eyes.
It takes a
As
while.
soon as the
But it
sun
does.
finally goes down, then it's dark.
It's very bright until the sun actually.
The
goes.
moonlight gets shined around a bit, but
It's not a full moon currently, or maybe let's.
I have like
Yeah.
dice.
You have a full moon dice? Are we weather? You have weather dice?
Do you? Nice.
I hope so. That's so
That's
cool.
cool.
Powers, bro. Oh yeah, Powers got some weird dice. Oh,
Yeah,
there's a weather
weird
die
dice.
here.
Love weird.
Oh, maybe it's raining. Let's see what it happening.
Snowstorm.
Ooh, what's that mean?
We
Is
that
don't have
lightning?
any
That
like
is lightning.
binoculars or spy glasses or
I like
anything.
that.
That's okay. It starts to
No.
rain
It gets-
and thunder.
It gets
Oh.
cloudy and thunder starts,
Um,
which means that your cover
I
at
know.
night will occasionally randomly be blown because bright as daylight, everything will light up because of the silver
Oh.
vine leaves.
But also,
But-
possibly, be better because loud noises mask
Yes.
movement.
Clangerton
Yes.
will cover us. He's one of our lords. He's our maker lord. Not the guy that made us. He helps the smiths like him make things.
you're explaining this to Otto?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Otto's like, I am well aware of your gods and
Custom.
Customs
Sorry.
and beliefs. They're so quaint.
Are you aware that Quinn and I worked together for a long time in working mines?
I knew you knew each other, but I had no idea you worked in the dwarven mines. Did I?
Oh, this is new to me, actually.
It was the dwarves who helped us put together the first steam engines.
You would, yeah, you would know that
That was a
actually to some extent that that Lord
Dwarvish
Gwyn
pride.
came up from nothing and became this. So you
But-
probably know that it came from.
That's why I'm so absolutely loyal to him. I want to be him.
All right. So shall we let the? I'm just looking at the time. Shall we let the shenanigans begin?
Yeah.
Let's get
sneaky
into it.
with it.
Yeah, you pull up somewhere a little bit of ways in the carriage and get out.
Carriage goes off.
The raven steeds, their black feathers in the lightning, wet with the rain. Everything is covered in dark. Flashes of light kind of ricochet all over the place from a lightning bolt goes off. Let's make some stealth checks as you approach.
Stealth checking.
I'm going to assume I'm not actually wearing my armor.
No, Otto is not going with
Yeah, Otto just while you're all kind of like getting ready and stuff, Otto just kind of does the Homer Simpson in a bush sort of thing,
don't,
and just like steps into the darkness and disappears.
We don't have a mug or anything in this game, do we?
No.
No, you got the little.
I don't have any because I
You've
spent
got-
the ball on.
On the Chipadee crisis.
Yeah, that's
Oh
unfortunate.
right.
Oh wow.
You were
that's
super
so
into that
sad.
Chipadee thing.
You get one now, maybe.
I got 3.
Post.
Oh, yeah, definitely
yeah,
get
you
one.
got one of those now for sure. Oh wow.
It's an 18.
An 18. All right.
Wondering
Did you
if I
roll
should
this?
gumshoe.
Yes, just we'll leave that there.
Do as good as you can. We need to make up for the other dwarf.
The gumption.
How much gumption you got right now?
I'm currently at a roll of 11 and I have 5 gumptions.
I'd throw a little gumption on that. Even if it was me.
12, 13, 14, 15. I'll throw 4 gumptions to make it a 15.
4 gumptions. All right.
take them.
Fairly acceptable rolls. You said yours was an 8?
Mine was an 18.
18 and 15 and 3.
One singular gumption left to my name.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. It was a 7.
Oh,
Still
plus,
not good. No.
Yeah, okay, 7,
So 3 on the die.
15,
Yeah.
18. All right,
Still
all right.
not.
Still not good.
You still get to have
So-
one of those.
You at the very
You
least
get a
think
nice, colorful
you are
piece of
hidden.
plastic for that.
Yeah.
7 is enough to
You feel
like you
very
got a
hidden.
chance.
You feel
so
hidden.
you
You
feel
always feel hidden when you make a stealth check. That's important.
so
The dwarves are natural stealth, working in the dark, moving silently.
definitely.
You'd be a lot stealthier if you
Yes.
weren't narrating hiding.
What would you like to do? The tree that is the factory is right there. You don't really see any windows around the outside of it.
That's
There's just one-
unfortunate for us.
Extra wide door and then a couple of smaller doors.
Well, but there are balcony
there's-
things and stuff going up top. There's some entrances up higher.
Up above there are a couple of windows and things like that up higher.
It's definitely
Is this
they picked. Oh yeah.
ragtime nonsense?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Everybody that I know sneaks to ragtime music. You just be sneaking.
You
Alright.
you see this place and it does look like they picked this building tree for security purposes, for sure.
Very enclosed.
It's nice and large. It's very private.
More security than maybe they would need if everything was on the up and up.
They were just making some sort of golem positioning
Right.
system.
We're
probably.
oh so
As is
surprised to see this place and immediately get shady vibes from it. Yeah.
What do I do?
You said there's balcony things though, right?
Yes.
There is. What if you send your little raven friend up there to sneak in?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Raven.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this one.
I have to, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Raven's been listening. Like
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I was gonna say
they
Raven's
know.
been here with us this whole time as we were doing this.
She's just going
So-
up to look through
yeah.
the windows.
invisible.
Yeah,
Right.
go invisible. Go up to the window. I ain't asking you to go inside. I don't want this to get too dangerous.
Okay, ma'am.
There is
Just
a-
go, take a look. I'm gonna look through your eyes. You know.
So, for the first time, I think you guys seeing Raven go invisible, you do get a little bit of an idea of where they are because of where the rain stops.
Oh yeah, the rain kind of just a little
Oh,
bit.
you're saying that makes sense.
Now,
Okay.
the rain that hits her, that's going invisible because that's something you're carrying or whatever.
Right.
But
But there is definitely
But
like a
there
slight
are
odd
those
pattern.
moments
There's
where you can
almost like
kind
a-
of
A hollowness going through the rain.
Yeah.
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 yeah,
There's some cool CG right here, guys.
Uh,
Okay, so
We spared no expense on the
Very
special effects budget
Where,
for
where
this
the, where the
episode.
windows are, is there any like overhang, like or things she could?
there's
there's
usually a little bit
branches
of
coming
a,
off with leaves all
yeah,
pointing over
something
top of
she could be under as she's looking. So whoever sharp-eyed natural 20 NPC who's looking
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
would notice there's this hole in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time Raven tried to look through a window somewhere,
in the N-Corp facilities.
they got fireballed.
right to the face.
Very, very thankful that imps have a fire immunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would have been toast.
You're gonna look through the eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So
thing.
roll a sneak check for Raven, and then 2 perception checks.
Yeah.
One for you, one for Raven.
Yep.
Right? Is that all the rolls? Look at me learning how to DM. I don't know. I hope I'm doing okay.
As per usual, at no point before the session did I pull up stats, even though, I mean, I should do that. I should just do that.
It's been a heavy chat session this time. Haven't had too much rolling of dice to do.
Alright.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Alright.
The beef.
Thank you. Alright. She has a +5 to stealth.
Is it,
Oh,
is it also automatic advantage because invisible?
Sure.
Yeah,
That's an easy way to do it.
that's fine.
Cool. I mean, I already rolled pretty good, but
That's good.
roll even better. No, I rolled better the first time. 21 for the stealth.
That'll
Okay,
do.
awesome.
All right, and then her. What's perception?
Yeah, to see what they see through the window.
Sure.
With advantage, because you're also...
Okay.
Is that how that works?
Yep.
They don't just get 2 separate looks.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
2
it.
rolls. Roll the dice,
It's the
see the
same
things.
Yeah.
Actually, as far as that goes, Rolls and Raven both just have a +1 to perception,
Oh.
so it would essentially be the same thing.
That's fair.
Nat 20.
Oh,
Nat
beautiful.
20.
Out of curiosity,
Nat
just for
20.
fun,
Nat
was
20.
that Rills
Nat
or
20. Nat 20.
Raven?
Nat 20. Let's say it's Raven.
Raven. Okay.
So, Raven peering through the window, going up through there, looks in.
She's an expert at spying on stuff at this point. I ask her to do this all the time.
She is seeing down into this factory space that's on the second floor of this tree building. It's late at night, so a lot of the main, like, anybody working that's like daytime people are gone. But you do see Rosin. Rosin. Wow.
Neither
Yeah.
of us can pronounce the names that we.
Rosin is in there working on some things. There are a handful of these prototypes already built, already working. Some of them are flying around inside of the space.
Okay, sure.
And it's at this point you see one coming in from outside, coming down from the ceiling, coming through, and landing on a little mechanical terminal of some sort, and just pulling a bunch of levers and things. Right? There's this clacking, and I don't think you can hear through the window within rain, but you can kind of get a sense that there's this mechanical interface that occurs. It then pops back up, out, goes into another thing. You can see the thermite core get replaced.
Okay.
And
Burnite?
Burnite. Yeah, okay, you said thermite, and I'm like,
I was
isn't
like,
that the stuff that melts through
They're
metal?
explosive. All right.
I mean, Burnite can be.
Burnite is like
Burnite
super
can be.
coal in a sense. Burnite is like super coal. It's not thermite.
Not thermite.
It's not
They're
thermite.
not flying football-shaped bombs. Yeah.
As far as
Yeah.
you know.
That we know of.
Yeah.
You see the core get replaced. It kind of opens up, pops a old one out, new one in, closes back up, and goes up off through some sort of like hood in the ceiling,
Okay.
just to places unknown.
Yep.
So these are already operating. These are moving around.
Sure.
And you see Rosin pull some punch cards out of this machine where it interfaced with, and feed them into a little a thing that she has that she's
Holding on to?
yeah, some handheld device. She punches the
Okay.
cards through, and things change up on an illusion up in front of it.
Okay.
She's pulling things in and out and trying different stuff and looking at data that's on there that is a little far away to read.
Even on a nat 20, you can't really make out what
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that
mean,
is.
it
But-
It doesn't do magic.
There is some sort of information that she is gathering.
Okay. Yeah, so back out on the street where we're all hiding. Rolls' eyes are clouded over. She's blind to her own surroundings. But she is describing everything that Raven sees to the two of you.
Then Raven sees whatever she's looking at. She's shocked,
Okay.
and she puts down this device and rushes off to pull a bunch of levers.
Insight check?
You can do whatever you want with that information.
That's fair. You don't have to do anything.
She seems sort of startled about something. I want an insight. Yeah.
Don't give her
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah, I want an insight. 13.
13.
Well, it's certainly weird.
Yeah.
That was weird as hell. I don't know what's going on.
Well, did she look happy? Did she look scared?
She looked shocked.
Perception.
Maybe dismayed.
Was like a
What did Ryzen do?
The feed, that the little punch card thing changed the illusion. She looked shocked, and then she moved and pulled some levers and such on a little, like on one side of her desk, there's like a thing that's full on just control.
Lots of mechanical stuff, lots of gear
stuff.
work, lots of cog stuff. Very, very, very steampunk. Lots of mechanics. It looks like it's kind of almost interfaced into the thing where these GPS are coming through. Another one comes down, locks in, does the same kind of thing.
Hey, what are the odds on Rosin had one of them things following all the other carriages out of that place, and they saw us bail out of the carriage and maybe recognize us?
Everybody make perception checks.
Well, shit. Okay, so I have to break my connection with with Raven to do this.
Down
Raven.
one. 10.
10.
Did you want Raven to keep watching or come back down to you?
Yeah, I would want Raven to keep watching, but I'm just saying I disconnect my looking through her eyes to
That
be able to
makes
perceive my own surroundings. Oh!
Maybe
Straight
you don't.
Garbage. It's 3.
What did
10.
10?
Oh, thanks,
You
Garbo.
can guess one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're all
Oh boy!
Great.
We tied. We both at 10.
We're amazing.
Dwarves equal. Equal.
In the rain and the ongoing storm, the lightning coming through, you fail to hear a buzzing noise coming towards you.
Awesome.
There is, but there is a subtle moment as that gets very close that it is not ignorable anymore, and you are unprepared for it. Everybody roll initiative. Yeah.
Oh no,
That's fine.
Yolaman, you're so
That's
smart.
fine. I think. Okay.
Don't you ever wish you were wrong about things?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
that's fair.
yeah, got nat 20 on initiative. Sure, why not?
Hey, congrats.
9.
All right. Okay.
You have the- no.
9.
20, 22
Yeah.
altogether.
I don't have the thing up
2,
still. I should.
12 and 9. Wait, what did you say for Yolaman?
15.
15. Okay.
Is the initiative tracker up or no?
It's not.
It is.
Okay,
It is
sorry.
not.
Where's
I need to figure out why it doesn't work sometimes for some people.
Is this how we're going?
Yes.
Just that?
Yes. Let's start.
All right. Cool. Take it away.
Well, let me find the stat block.
There we go. There's a vaguely fast blade sound. I'm good at sound effects.
Just play Airwolf music.
Oh yeah, we should music. This what?
Guys, the music changed. I think we're screwed.
Oh shit. 22 to hit Yolman, because actually you're the lowest stealth, so it's gonna see you first.
Yep.
Of course it hits.
What's the
I just want to hear you say it.
Got a 55 to hit. Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
This, you want to describe it? Because this is
Yeah.
the first time it's really
No,
making an
they've
appearance.
seen these exactly. This is one of the. This is a GPS. This is insect legs out. It is flying right towards you. Is that what it rolled? Oh yeah. So this is 9 slashing damage as the blades of this thing rip right by you. You guys hear this thing coming in, and you see kind of Nolan kind of grappling with it as it kind of slices him up a bit.
So it went like this by me?
Yeah, it's right there still. It's like in your face. You know, like big giant bumblebee thing. Just because I know you love those.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Just freaking duck away from me. Sorry.
Who's next? Wills. Yep.
I think I'm going to attack it with my rapier. I don't count bounce outs.
That's true. Canonically, you don't.
Didn't roll that much better. That is like an 11. Yeah.
Okay.
That.
And what are you doing?
I'm
Rapier.
attacking it with my rapier.
Okay. Yeah. You slice in. It's just kind of moving around.
Oh, moving around
right
too fast.
in Yoloman's face, kind of.
Yeah, what's it?
Sorry. Don't worry, I'm trying to hit it.
Wait, are you? Did you go back up this way?
No. That's
You haven't ordered
tracker.
that. That's I see.
No, sorry. This
I
one.
would, as a bonus action,
Yep.
like to place a seal on it.
A seal. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
this is one of my Illrigger things.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
What
Alright.
does that? There's no
We're
save,
still
no
learning
anything.
about
Just
what it
happens.
is, yeah.
It just happens.
Okay.
And it's like a hex kind
Does
of
it
deal.
have to
sort of,
be a
or-
creature?
Because you're trying to do this to a
Can it
metal
happen
football.
to constructs?
I'll pull it up.
I'm just curious.
Isn't a construct a creature?
Maybe.
I think constructs still count.
Because if
as
it's an
creatures
object,
for
I
the
might just
purpose of
catapult this thing
things
to
like
the
that.
ground.
Okay.
I cast catapult.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's a creature. Great. I'm glad we cleared that up. Thank you.
If the only options are creature or object, then yes.
Yeah, just give me a second. I gotta pull up the
Okay.
I
Gilman,
think
you are up.
document.
Fudge!
You're rolling terrible. You got
What
Tucker's
happened?
curse.
Yeah, well, he's not here to absorb
Yeah.
it. I want to pull my hand axe and I go, oh shit!
Here, by the way.
I won.
Got
Sure,
one?
yeah.
Your axe goes
Oh.
flying off and into the factory, like just straight up into their office, like into the side. Clunk.
Oh, right into the tree with a loud thwack.
Yeah,
Rails go, oh,
it's
that's
right there.
bad.
You can.
Okay, so
Oh, not real.
Yeah.
Raven
I-
says, oh, that's bad.
I found it. I can do this to a creature. It's basically I'm putting a thing on it. No effect right now,
Right.
but I have to place the seal to do an effect
Is
later.
there anything visible about this?
No, it's
Paper, or
actually
is it-
invisible.
It's invisible.
To everyone except for Rills.
Okay, so you
Rills
see it.
can see it. It's like a glowing infernal rune to Rills. No one else can see this thing.
Cool.
So it's something that I can do for no action when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, or I can place one as a bonus action. And I can do this normally for any Illrigger. They can do it within 30 feet, but I took the unfettered combat mastery, so I can do it with any creature within 60 feet.
Okay, sweet. Definitely within here.
It's the
Anything else, Gilman?
Yeah,
Same
I'm gonna punch
combat
it,
thing
and I hit
lets
it
you do
with a 21, I am assuming.
Yeah.
Ah!
The axe
awesome.
into the tree, the fist connects.
10?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you knock some legs off. This thing is. There's like steam kind of
It
coming out of the sides
wobbles
of it.
all of a sudden, like it's having a little trouble dealing with it.
You hit it? Let's go. I burned the seal.
What does that do?
That's
When-
for you, Iron Mike.
When an interdicted creature that I can see within 30 feet of me takes damage from any source other than a seal being burned, I can burn any number of seals that I have placed on it.
Okay, and what does that cause? How much
It to
damage?
take damage.
That's amazing.
I know, right? And I can make it fire or necrotic. So I'm going to say necrotic for the sake of argument. So it's going to take 1d6 necrotic right now for some extra oomph. So it takes 2 more damage.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mark that I have used up one of my seals.
The metal on it looks weirdly tarnished and like almost weakened from like this necrotic. It's like a sped aged metal in
Yeah,
a
And
sense.
you're starting to hear this like an engine's off.
Like
kilter.
the gears are not quite running so smoothly.
And
on the
also
inside.
because the seals are not visible, I'm sure that Yolaman just thinks that he's punching extra hard today.
I mean, that was a pretty hard hit.
They're corroded one before.
That's new.
So that means it's within melee range.
Yeah, that's the first time I got to do that.
Let's give it the booming blade. I'm gonna spend one of my gumptions to negate the nat one.
Oh, that is a
you can
good
do that?
use of a gumption.
Should I have done that to keep my axe from flying into the office?
You have some?
Would you like that to
Yes.
happen?
Yeah.
You have to give me back the gumption I gave you for rolling. Oh, no, wait, no, you still get one.
Because it did fail.
That seems like a loop. See, we're still testing
No,
this
no,
out.
no.
That's like a little
That
loophole.
would not be a fail.
That
Oh,
two
it's still-
is still a fail.
Oh yeah.
But so if you spend a token, you get a token still.
Spending a
For
token should
avoiding a-
negate.
Getting
really
it.
just
If
get
you-
it for that thing.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
get,
So you're gonna have to spend. You're gonna have to do 2.
yeah, you just have to give us back the one we get.
Because
Basically, if
otherwise,
you're
there's a
avoiding,
loophole that we
Yeah.
we had not perceived previously.
yes, yeah, just when you're negating nat ones.
Or we could just make
I
nat
think.
1s always nat 1.
No.
Mm.
Well, I don't know. Let's think about that.
Because nat 1s are a part of the game. They're a fun aspect to it.
I'm fine.
We'll let those get negated.
Maybe.
But
well,
I think we should
we'll
think about-
discuss- maybe they'll lessen the horrible effects of a nat 1 at the very
No.
least. Make it a nat half.
It's just booming blade, so I guess nothing really that'll happen since it's my returning axe anyway.
Mm.
Okay, so you're swinging at it.
Yep.
Okay, and
And you
you missed. Got it.
Okay.
Cool.
And all right. Yes. All is well. Top of the round.
Yes.
You know, right?
Uh huh. Yeah. Everybody give me perception checks.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit.
Is that good or
Oh.
bad?
Another nat 1.
Okay. Why are you all
Tucker.
so stinky?
No,
Tucker,
we can't see in the rain.
It moves this way. Beware
10.
for both them.
Do I give Drogon one for rolling a 10? Does he? I don't know what he's making
That's
him
a
do.
succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then we'll call
I
that
don't
a
know what
success.
you're making him do. So.
You do hear some more buzzing from up in the tree coming towards you.
Is that more company?
Yeah.
Who
I
has
think
it?
yeah, it's gonna go back towards Omen. That's the only thing that it's got.
Doesn't understand what Rails did, so it's certainly.
19 to hit.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's got a high
Wait,
AC, but
can I spend these on
No.
attacks against me?
Only
that
your rolls.
would increase the hit. They don't decrease.
Oh.
They're not like bardic shenanigans.
Oh man, we're rolling hot tonight. That's gonna be 9 slashing damage again.
This time the cut is more. Is there something else?
I
to
would
do?
like to use my interdict boon abating seal.
Okay.
When a creature you can see damages an ally within 30 feet of you, you can expend a seal as a reaction to reduce the damage by an amount equal to 1d10 plus half your ill rigor level.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
So,
that's a really
so now
cool
you're seeing
ability.
the 2 different ways I can use seals. There's the burning the seals for damage, and then there's the expending the seals.
That's
to-
cool. That's a cool support mechanic, actually. I really
It is a
like
cool
that.
support mechanic. I don't have any healing, but I can negate some damage.
All right. So roll a d10, then, right?
Hell yeah! 10.
All right. Plus half your ill rigor level.
No, all together.
Oh, altogether. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it deals less damage than
It's
you
no
negated,
damage,
so
yeah.
it's no damage. Wow. You use the blade does this thing, but weirdly enough, you like feel it like cut into your flesh.
You feel
but
like that
also-
really should hurt.
That like didn't.
Cool.
It like didn't. What happened?
I'm a dwarf of steel.
You just
Yeah, we'll
thinks
talk
he's
about
really
this later.
strong. I'm invincible.
You're welcome. Like Rails is like doing like one of these. Like,
Oh, you did that.
you're welcome.
Rills, you are.
Yes.
Yeoman on
You're up.
that.
Okay. I am going to attack the thing. This time I'm going to use my Vengeful Blade cantrip as soon as I get to the bottom of this document where the spells are. Okay, here we go. Vengeful Blade. You brandish a weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's normal effects and then radiates a dark aura of energy until the start of your next turn. If the target makes an attack or casts a spell before then, it will take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Oh, it'll take damage for attacking.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So basically, if I hit it with this, I'm putting a little bit of magic into it too. So.
It's like Booming Blade, but not for movement.
By our powers combined, if they move and attack.
Right? Yeah, we could really ruin somebody's day.
Incapacitate their ability to do
You
anything.
don't get a turn or die.
So I attack it with my rapier, and if I hit it, I'm gonna Vengeful Blade it.
Right.
12?
That is a miss.
Ooh.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna place this seal in it.
Okay.
Cool. That's great.
Element?
Since I didn't throw my axe into the building, I'm going to use it to attack.
There you go. Yep.
I think we need to make that one always that once.
We'll figure it out.
Especially
I think that's
combat.
fair.
22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
For 7 slashing.
Okay, so you cut into this thing. It slices down the side, and it explodes. There's this like pressure release, and it pops, and there's fire that kind of like shoots out in all directions. No saves. This just happens.
I've got to look up what it takes, but I'm pretty sure when a creature dies that still has a seal on it, I can move the seal.
Okay.
Okay.
I just have to see if it takes a reaction.
5
I'm gonna look
fire
it up.
damage to all 3 of you. 'Cause you're
You're all
three of us?
within range.
Yeah, because we're all done melee attacks. So we're all
Oops.
I've been rolling high all night.
Yeah, I am.
And you've been rolling low all
yeah.
night. It's been a terrible time. Well, no, to hit you've been great, actually.
Yeah,
You've
well,
rolled.
no, my first attack was an at 1.
Yeah. But
Some
after
of
that-
your rolls
look
have
at
been
it
good.
as
Some
a
of them have
PDF,
been
but sometimes I just
abysmal.
wanna
Usually
Yeah.
Tucker
I wish
takes
I
that
had
spot.
it
So
printed.
yeah, Tucker's presence.
Before
is
Tucker
usually-
joined, I was the guy that rolled on
All
that
right,
one.
introduction.
Yes.
Oh,
Interesting.
Back
The
when it
curse
was a-
moves back to you
Yeah,
when
back when it
he's
was a
not
4-man
here.
campaign. I was the one that rolled on that.
Interesting.
I want to make it clear that I actually don't believe in anything. Believe in nothing.
I'm just
There's
saying,
so much evidence.
I'm not saying it's
It is. But it's
eventual. I'm
not.
just saying it's like you rolled so bad.
That
covers
makes
it
you
up.
look good.
I haven't written anything down. No science
On my
has been
turn, I
done.
can use a bonus action to move this.
Okay,
to another
awesome.
creature. So,
Very
yeah, I
cool.
just had to look it up.
Currently, there are no other creatures in sight. Though.
I thought another one.
Well, you were hearing
You're
more
hearing them
buzzing.
coming.
Oh, okay.
So actually, and
I have to wait
because-
until my turn to do it.
Yeah,
so.
that's fine.
So
that's fine.
because you are now
Technically out of combat.
technically out of combat, and there's no more. They are coming. Do you want to book it?
I'm gonna grab
Yeah.
the remains of
I'm
this
gonna
thing
help.
and book it.
Okay. You
Grab
want
the
going back
parts
to
you
the
can.
carriage?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You guys are stealing away into the night, into the rain, with the wreckage that you have, with what's left of this thing. It has exploded, so you got parts. Heading back to Otto, and that's
Alright,
where
well,
we'll
I guess I'm just gonna
end
use
for
that
tonight.
seal.
That's where we're gonna wrap it up. It sounds like your two compadres are literally picking up what they can off
if
the
we're
ground and
booking it,
running
we're
away.
booking it. Seals
Yeah.
only last for a minute anyway,
Yeah.
so
You
we're
do
going.
hear the sounds of buzzing behind you,
multiple things.
but you are
buzzing.
running. We'll pick it up there next week.
I assume you're calling Raven back to you as well, right? You don't-
Yes,
or do you wanna-
absolutely.
okay. All right.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody out there for hanging out and watching.
We had an adventure.
We will be. Will we be back tomorrow?
For
We
Odd
might be
Lot?
back tomorrow.
There might be Odd Lot tomorrow.
keep an eye on the Discord because we don't know what the heck's happening ever. Next week, tune in for this chapter 2 of the Chipadee Crisis.
Yeah.
And Wednesday we've got
Hunters.
Hunters? Yeah.
Yes, hunters. Where did I leave you guys?
somewhere. Hopefully.
All types of corporate espionage.
Spoken the lawyer friend.
Started trying to bust up those to get the protesters to leave.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
you're getting crazy, huh?
Sounds pretty intense.
It's a whole.
Awesome. Very cool.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye, Internet. Thanks for watching.